Well, with 9 games left to go of our final Premier League season with Manchester United, I don't think we're going to win the title, but if we can finish in the top 4, that would be absolutely fantastic. Hello, welcome to part 10 of my FM26 beta save with Manchester United, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Leicester and West Ham. So since the last episode, our form has continued to be very inconsistent, or not as much as the last episode, because obviously, yeah, but before then we were losing, winning, and so on, so on. But since then we've had actually quite a lot of draws. We had 2 draws on the bounce against Crystal Palace, Everton. Unfortunately, lost to Manchester Derby, only 1-0. We had a disallowed goal in that game, which I don't think was ever offside. If it was probably very tight. Then we most recently got a draw against Brighton, then had a very great spell of the game. 15 minutes, absolutely ridiculous. We got a goal in the first minute from a Romero goal. Cisco scored in the 5th minute. Lucas Bergvall scored in the 6th minute for Tottenham. Porro got sent off for Tottenham in the 9th minute. For Gundogan Torres scored in the 13th minute. After that, the game was wrapped up at that point. It was completely quiet. Not really much to cheer about, but that's the form. It's improving, but still inconsistent. So the league table does look like this with 9 games left to play. We do sit in 5th, which at this point last season we were nowhere near here. So this is a very good. Obviously, 17 points behind Liverpool. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. We have signed 1 more player since the last episode, and we have sold another player. Patrick Dorgu has joined Bologna on loan for the rest of the season, and the final player coming in is Elijah Dijkstra. He is a Dutch right back, can play on the left as well, but he's obviously very clearly a right back because he is right footed. He's got 2.5 stars of current ability, 5-star potential, good championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes in from AZ Alkmaar for the rest of this season on loan. He's only played 4 games, but that's all he's ever going to do. He's just basically a player to come off the bench. He starts a couple games here and there, but apart from that, it's just a backup to Livramento. So this is the lineup for our match against Leicester. It will be a duo in goal, a back 4, Shaw, Delict, Diamandi, and Livramento, Casado and Miley in the midfield. Then we've got Abramo on the right, Gill on the left, and we've got Hoyland and Xisco up front. And is the bench all intact? No, it's not. Why? Why does this always happen? Right, Amir can go off the bench for Mainu. Anyone else? Mandato is off the bench. Ethan Williams can go off the bench. And I think that is only for Gundogan Torres. Where can we fit you in? I think Eli Wahi has just not been great for us, to be honest. He hasn't scored yet. I mean, keep him out of the squad probably doesn't help him. Nor is in terms of game time, he's not really getting much at all, because when he comes on, quite frankly, he is pretty useless. Doesn't really offer anything at all up front. Obviously, Cunha, not really a striker, but he's definitely far better than Wahi when he starts. Casado has got the ball. If we can get off to a pretty quick start, like we did against Tottenham, scored a goal in the first minute, albeit an own goal, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I don't think that's going to happen this game. Page has got the ball now to Monga for Leicester, and that looked like a decent ball, but Aduro is there to keep hold of the ball, and he's going to take as much time as possible. Whips upfield. That's not a bad kick. Hoyland nods it down to Cisco, whose shot is fired just wide of the post. That looked very promising. Aduro whips upfield. Shaw does get his head onto it, and now to Gill. Come on, Hoyland. This is looking This is looking really good. Cisco, come on. This has got to be a goal at the end of this. I refuse to believe there's not going to be a goal. Sure, with the strike. And somehow it has actually taken a deflection, which obviously we're not going to get shown the corner, which is thoroughly frustrating. But Sordershik has got the ball. Can we potentially put the pressure on there? Is Harry Winks? No, he's not, is he? I presume that's just his out possession position. But is Harry Winks playing as a centre back? Because that is absolutely ridiculous. If he is, he probably isn't. And that's got to be offside. And it is disallowed goal for Leicester. And we live to fight another day. We need to definitely get a goal as soon as possible, because obviously Leicester are knocking on the door, created a few chances here and there, but thankfully that one has been disallowed. It's not very clear from this angle because the ball hasn't been played yet. It has now, yeah, definitely offside. It'd be nice if they could draw in the lines when they show the offside replays, but they don't. The 20 minutes into the game, we've had 2 shots, 1 on target. Leicester have had 0. It's good, but it can be better. We can perform better. Come on, no, who the hell are all these players? I don't recognise any of them. It was only a few months ago. Well, it was the last save on FM24. I did the Leicester save. I don't recognise any of these players. And Bremo has got the ball, has the chance to cross it, or is he going to shoot? Casado! Oh, what a save from Jakub Stolishik, the Leicester goalkeeper. One of a few names I do actually recognise. Apart from that, I don't recognise anyone. Obviously, Hamza Chowdhury barely played for us in the FM24 save. And obviously, Harry Winks, I do recognise him, but most of the players, I don't know who they are, unless they're all new signings. And is that a goal, or is it going to... I feel like it is going to be offside, but I don't think so. I think it is going to count. Which is unbelievable, because I thought Shaw definitely came from an offside position, and it has been awarded. We are 1-0 up. Oh, that's definitely a goal. He come back just in the nick of time, Luke Shaw did, to get back in, get himself back on side, but well, I mean, it was an own goal, so it was very, very lucky to go into the back of the net. But we are 1-0 up against Leicester. That's what we needed to get, a goal just in the first half. Didn't matter what time it was, but we've got the goal that we need. This Skip has got the ball. Can we get it cleared? We do. Casado whips upfield, only as far as Rodon at the back, but Winks plays the ball back to strike. Come on, can we try? If we can, I know time is not really on our side. It is completely on our side because we are winning at the moment, but a second goal would be fantastic. Page has got the ball, and oh my god, I think Aduro has got himself really lucky there, because he dived way too early, and Page basically had an open goal to aim at, but by some miracle, he hit the other side of the post. So that is just absolutely ridiculous. Strike has got the ball now to Rodon at the back. Now Chowdhury, can we possibly get in the tackle, get into half time with the lead? Oh no, my god, they've hit the post again. How the hell is that happening to us? That should really be 2-1 to Leicester at the moment, but somehow it is still 1-0. I don't know how they haven't scored. I really don't know. If we can just somehow hold on to the 3 points today, ideally still keeping a clean sheet, which I don't think that's going to happen, because I do think Leicester will end up getting at least 1 goal today. But if we could get a second goal as soon as possible, that would be absolutely lovely. And Mongo has got the ball. Lovely ball over to Nordin, who obviously scored that very unlucky own goal and does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. He has redeemed himself from that earlier mishap, which obviously led to us getting our first goal of the game. But now we need to dig deep, hopefully try and get the second goal that we desperately. I don't know where Leicester are in the table. I don't know if they're anywhere near us or if they're fighting for relegation. I'm leaning towards the fighting for relegation, but Livramento with a brilliant interception. Cisco plays the ball to Bremo. Come on, Livramento, carry on making the run. He does. Come on. He's got bodies in the box. Goes alone, and it is a corner ball. Is that is that not a corner? Did they not take deflection? It must have hit one of our players. I presume that's what it did, but I thought it came off the goalkeeper. I think that should have been a corner. I think the referee has made a very big mistake, but we are going to make some changes with 20 minutes left to play. I think Copy Mainu is going to come on for Lewis Miley, for Cundon Torres on for Brian Gill, and I think Mateus Cunha comes on for Benjamin Cisco. Come on, 20 minutes left to go. I feel like there is another goal in it this game. It's not going to end in a boring 1-1 draw. I'm sure there's a second goal still to come for either side. And Luke Shaw has given the ball away to Page. Has got the ball, runs past Casado. Now Nordin. Oh, you've got to be joking. You've got to be kidding me. Luke Shaw, what the hell were you playing at? My good God, that was just some terrible passing from him. Do you know what? That's your time done on this pitch. Aaron Hickey can come on for Luke Shaw. I think potentially we should have just started with Hickey and not Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw, he's got a mistake in him. He just does it at the complete wrong time and the wrong end of the pitch. We've got 10 minutes left to play. Can we get an equaliser, please? Come on. We've definitely, I don't know if we've been the far better team, but in terms of the stats, it looks pretty even. Abramo has got the ball, I hope. Cunha's not really injured. Torres, now to Hickey. Come on, you've got one player in the box. I didn't find anyone. Abramo has got the ball. Casado, come on, get the ball into the box. Livramento, who's sitting there? And Hoyland wasn't really looking where he was heading the ball, and it does go behind for a goal kick. That might potentially be our final chance of the game, and it looks like it is gonna. Who's injured? Abramo. Let's get on to Ahmad for the final 8 seconds of the game. I don't think he's going to change much. It's still going on. We played 3 minutes over the 5 minutes of additional time. There's still no highlights. I'm embarrassed by that performance because, well, I think there is one man to blame for that defeat, and that is Luke Shaw, because he was the one who gave the ball away when Leicester obviously scored that vital second goal. But I think it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Obviously, 2 injuries that game. Brian Abramo, probably the more serious of the injuries. Sprained ankle ligaments, both in 10 days. Cunha, a tight hamstring, but I think he is fine. He'll be out for the day. So both of them should be fit for our next game, which is in just under a month, which is absolutely ridiculous. But hopefully we can get back to winning ways with a win against West Ham. The lineup for our match against West Ham will be Aduro in goal, a back four of Livramento, Diamande, Delict and Hickey, Miley and Casado in the midfield. Then we've got Abramo on the right hand side, Torres on the left. Then we've got a strike force of Hoyland and Xisco. Come on, let's do this. Let's get a nice big win against West Ham, just to try and forget about that horrible defeat we had against Leicester, because that's the thing we do as Man United. We sometimes beat the big teams quite comfortably, like we did against Tottenham. Then we lose against the small teams, the teams we should be beaten fairly comfortably, which is what happened against Leicester, because they're in 17th in the Premier League, which is yeah, it's not nice at all, but If we lose against West Ham, we are just the most ridiculous and inconsistent team ever in the Premier League, which I think is pretty similar to in real life Manchester United. Very, very inconsistent, and you never know when they're going to perform well. Like on this game, I never know when we're going to do well, when we're going to do bad. And Duro has got the ball. Rusu, that's a lovely kick upfield. It's a shame that Hoyland didn't get his head onto it because it looked like it was going to fall right on top of him. And Bakwa has got the ball for West Ham, goes into the box, and it's a goal from Manuel Solomon, and he does put the ball into the back of the net. Is it going to be checked by VAR? By the looks of it, it is. I hope it's disallowed. I don't think it is. Goal has been awarded. I think it is fair. It was fairly obvious. Are we going to see a replay of a goal? I don't think we are. I think we're just going straight on with the match. Torres has got the ball, goes inside. What? That's pathetic. What was that? Was that a shot? Was it a cross? I don't really know what that was. I'm leaning towards it's the replay. It's a bit delayed. Obviously, Bakwa clearly onside. I'm sure he was off. I'm sure he was off. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Hickey has got the ball. We've literally just seen this replay. Thomas has got the ball. Is this thing going to lead to a goal, is it? No, it's literally the same highlight. We literally saw that twice. I don't, that's a bit ridiculous if you ask me. But yeah, that's a bit weird. That's never happened before. But we are 1-0 down against West Ham. It's not the best of starts, but I'm sure we can get back into this game. We've had another few shots on goal. Nothing really highlight worthy. Come on, 20 minutes left to play off the first half. Come on. An equaliser is definitely needed, which at the moment feels like it's a long way off, and West Ham have got a free kick about 20 yards from goal. Ward-Prowse steps over it. The midfield masterclass. We haven't seen one yet, but thankfully that didn't happen. Rodriguez, oh my good God. Ward-Prowse, lovely run by him, I must admit. A lovely run indeed, but thankfully does put the ball just wide of the goal. But unfortunately, they did win a corner, and their header was just over the top of the crossbar. We have been absolutely rubbish this first half. Absolutely awful. It's been a West Ham. I don't like it. It's ridiculous. We should be thrashing teams like West Ham because, in my eyes, I don't think West Ham are that good. I don't even know where they are in the table. We didn't get a chance to look at it. Debo has got the ball. Can we just put the pressure on, please? Can we just somebody go in with a flying challenge, but obviously don't get sent off? Alvarez has got the ball. That's a lovely ball by Bakwa. Very lovely run, and he has put the ball into the back of the net to make it. What is going on? It's 2-0 at half time. I can't speak. What is going on? Why are we so inconsistent? Because that's what we're struggling with this season. Inconsistency. We can't seem to get out of it. We win a couple games and we lose a couple games. It doesn't make any sense. And it might just be Man United. If it's like that for the rest of the saves, God forbid, it's going to be awful. Torres, Bremo has got the ball. Casado shoots. It's a goal. It's not a goal. It's been disallowed. I don't think he was off. He might have been off, but until we see the replay, Lewis Miley at the moment, yeah, it's obviously going to be disallowed. I don't know why it had to be checked, but how tight was it? Was it Premier the person offside? I don't know who was offside. Oh yeah, definitely. Miley was 100%. That's definitely an offside goal, but very unfortunate. But it did come off the goalkeeper, so whether or not that stands in real life, I don't really know. Wan-Bissaka, well done, Torres. Brilliant defending from him. Can we pass the ball? Duro has got the ball. Can we just get the ball upfield? And Duro does rip the ball upfield for Cisco. No one to the left of him, but that's where Hoyland should have been on that like a carbonic, but he just wasn't at the time. Come on. Oh, Bowen has got the ball. Bowen, that's a good save from Maduro. I don't know whether that shot was going into the bottom right corner, but it's a good save. But we did get West Ham a corner. Thankfully, nothing came from it. And Bramo has got the ball. Can we just pass the ball, please? That is all. I tell you what, and Bramo, absolutely awful. I don't know why we have him. He's clearly not good enough. So Ahmad is going to come on. I don't really understand why he's a 3-star winger there. Then out of position, he's 3.5. That doesn't make sense, does it? That's confusing. Right, we are going to make another change. Bruno Fernandes is going to come on for Miney, returning from his dislocated shoulder injury. So it's good to see him back. Don't know how much game time he's going to get in the final 8 Premier League games. Bakwa has got the ball. My good God, that is just some horrible goalkeeping. Onana 2.0 here. Oh my God. I mean, we will take a look at it again. I mean, the defending is just an absolute atrocious. Nobody got anywhere near him. And he went through his hands. It went through his hands. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, just kick the ball out to the goalkeeper. If you're not comfortable with your hands, well, you're not a goalkeeper, is he? Diamante, never meant to. We've got 25 minutes left to play. I think the chances of us making a comeback is very slim. Livramento, Ahmad, that's brilliant link-up play. Ahmad crosses it. Facundo Torres is there with the first goal of, well, our first goal of the game. Obviously, it's the 4th goal of the game, but that is going to count. Yeah, goal has been, it's being checked. Yeah, goal has been awarded. We don't need to watch that. We know it's a goal, so it's going to count anyway, as obviously it did. Come on, we've got 20 minutes left to go. If we can get a goal, another goal, ideally within the next 10 minutes, that would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, according to the stats, we haven't played badly. It's just, well, defensively, we've been atrocious. Attacking, it's been all right. Attacking, it's just a defense. It's a tragedy. It really has been, and that's probably the goalkeeper's partly to blame. Solomon, Bakwa, oh my God, you don't parry the ball out straight to a West Ham player, because only bad news comes from that, and it's now 4-1. As soon as this season is done, brilliant, because I hate Man United now. Absolutely hate them. They're just horrible to manage, and no one's good enough for them. I mean, if we wanted to win Premier League titles, we need to have at least 5 seasons in charge of them. Ahmad whips in the ball. He's the one player that does work well for Man United, because he's a good player. And Cisco, another good player. There's at least 3 or 4 players that play for Manchester United who are pretty good. Obviously, you got Delete, brilliant. Fernandes is all right. Ahmad's brilliant, and Cisco. That's about the 4 players. And the rest of them, absolutely rubbish. And Mainy's pretty decent as well. But apart from that, the rest of them pretty utter useless. I mean, that was just a shocking match. Absolutely shocking. We don't deserve to finish in the top 4. We'll be lucky to finish in the top 7th at the moment. I mean, it is still very, very tight. Obviously, we're not going to win the Premier League. I highly doubt we're going to finish in the top 4, but we'll see. If we can just qualify for Europe, that'd be a nice parting present for the new manager, whoever that may be. I doubt we're going to do a 5 years in the future video. It seems pretty pointless because I think we know what's going to happen. Man United aren't going to improve at all, but good God, I mean, why can't we play like this? Having 3 wins on the trot, but since then, yeah, I mean, that's hideous. 1 win in, what's that, like 7 games? Yeah, things need to improve, but I don't think it's going to improve. But hopefully we can get the wins against Bournemouth, Ipswich, Sunderland. It's going to go horribly wrong against Arsenal and Liverpool, but hopefully we can be competing for a spot in the Champions League. Not that it really matters because I'm leaving at the end of the season, but hopefully we can the form can improve and we can end our time with Manchester United with 2 wins against Newcastle and Aston Villa. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.